right, we are reporting live from fucking USPS. Not only do we deliver mail, we also shovel niggas out of their fucking cars. All right, guys, let's fucking do this. Yeah, yeah. All right, put a little back in it, guys. Yeah, yeah. I'm the cheerleader. I'm the cheerleader. Yeah. You guys need 39.96 or what? All right. All right. And that's what I get for minding other people's business. I'm on the floor. Reporting live from the floor. I'm dead eating KFC outside on the fucking bench. I feel like a fucking bum. What are the odds of my fucking cart breaking down? Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this. What the fuck, bro? What the... Deadass, y'all better go vote. Because I'm not getting a day off until November 3rd behind this shit. So deadass, y'all better vote. I'm telling y'all, just when you think, like just when I thought they couldn't take it a step further, these niggas got me going to the Ville, my nigga, to deliver in the motherfucking Ville. Motherfucking Bristol. Like, I don't ever remember being over there. Like, oh, this is just a fucking ghetto. Like, in all seriousness, guys, wow, what the fuck did I just say? No, but for real, y'all, don't go out and try to fucking go to work, like, cause that shit don't work. I'm still drained from 2 days ago. Like, I really don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to do this, and it's so hot, bro. I'm so tired. I'm wearing my glasses. Like, I need to see. I can't even. I'm so tired. I can't see. Like. What's up, YouTube? Y'all already know what I'm finna say. It's your girl Cleo, and welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why I have this shirt on, no, it's not because I thought it was cute. And yes, this is a USPS video, but I did not wear this to try and, like, you know, do a whole thing. Like, I got a little brief story time about why I'm low-key dressed but not at work. I definitely have a story time for that. But that is not what this video is about. And for the first time, we're not gonna have infomercials. We're gonna jump right in. Like, that never happens. But so this video is about, it's supposed to be top 5 things I hate and love about being a CCA. But to be honest, like, just as like this job, it's never what it's supposed to be. Like, you signed up for one thing, but it turned out to be something else. So it's really supposed to be 5 and 5, but it's really like 7 and 7 and 3, which is crazy. But let's hop right in. So the crazy part is that I don't really know. Maybe I'll start with the likes. We'll start with the positive side because it's very few on this list. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that right out the way. So one thing I can say I like about being a CCA is as far as the freedom. And when I say freedom, because it's not really freedom, it's more like, you know how like back in slavery, like they had house slaves and then they had like the field slaves. Like, it's almost like being a PSE or like a and I've never had any of these positions before, but just looking at it from like the outside, it's like being a PSE is like being a house slave, and like being a carrier is like, being a carrier is more like a field slave, I guess. And I know it should be the opposite, but y'all already know where I'm going with this. But I would say being inside is a little bit more, I don't know. It seems like it's freedom too, because they don't really talk to anybody, like as far as customers or whatever, especially if they're not a clerk. But to me, being a carrier, you're outside, you really have the choice. Like, because if you've noticed, like, if you look at your male person, like, they all have different personalities. Some of them are really cool and they want to chat and they want to talk your head off. And then some of them are in between, you know, they just say good morning and they dip. And then you got some male people that really just don't say nothing. And, like, those are the ones that I think are mad rude. But, how is it that you're going to come to my house every day and deliver and you're not going to be like, hey, or like, how you doing at least? Like, that's crazy. But, you know, everybody's entitled to feel how they want to feel. So, you know, there goes that. And this is really annoying, guys. I broke the button on my phone, so now whenever I'm like looking for something, I have to press that accessibility button. And listen, that is very annoying. That is very annoying. But yeah, so freedom as far as the phone, you know, you get to talk on the phone when you want. I wouldn't really advise having certain conversations, if you know what I mean. Like, keep your conversations as far as on the postal struggle line, like, keep your conversations to a point where they're not like, what are they talking about? Or like, oh, I know exactly what they're talking about and why are they talking about it? You know, if you're outside, that's cool. But if you're in somebody's building, you're in somebody's house, you know, you don't want to be screaming and getting all like ghetto and ratchet. Like, you don't want to do that. That's ghetto. I would say freedom as far as lunch too, because it's like wherever you are, that's where you're having lunch. So, you know, that part about it is, I guess, pretty cool. You know, it's like, well, I want tacos today, especially if you're on truck. If you're on truck, it's beautiful because, listen, it doesn't even matter about where you are. It's about where you could be. Catch my drift. Yeah, and that's really it for that as far as the freedom, because to be honest, technically, it's like you have freedom, but not really, because you're still being tracked. Okay, if you're in the game as long enough, they stop calling you. Like, I feel like once they kind of know that you can handle yourself, they kind of stop calling you. Like, when you're new, oh, they're going to be calling you. Listen, my old station, they used to call me like every hour. Like, when I first got there, like, are you okay? Oh, are you going to be able to finish? Oh, okay. But once you get in long enough, oh, they're not calling you. And you get to some of these stations, you'll be lucky if they answer your phone call when you call them. Like, that's another issue. But, yeah, so we're moving right along. I would say the second thing that I like about being a CCA is you get to move at your own pace. Sort of, but not really. It's like you have to have it in between. You can't move too fast because then you become superhero. You become superwoman or superman of the post office, and now you're responsible for all sorts of other kinds of shit that you don't want to be responsible for. And they're looking at you like, oh, we have the extra 2 hours that we need covered. Oh, he or she can do it because he or she blows through his or her route all the time and they can do this. You don't want to be that person. I'm telling you right now. It sounds good. Yeah, because I finished my route at 2 o'clock. Yeah. If you're regular, that's perfect. That's perfect because they're not calling you to do overtime. And if they are, you can say no. You're a CCA. You can't say no. So take your time, y'all. For real, take your time. Take your time. But, yeah, moving at your own pace. I don't know how this really made the list because, to be honest, like I just said, you need to have a balance. You can't move too fast. You can't move too slow. But you definitely need to be somewhere in between to a point where they're not worried about you all the time finishing, because that is highly annoying, even as the CCA, because we have to come help you. And sometimes, like, we're done and we want to go home and we've been dragged through the mud. You know, we done did trucks, hour on the street, did another split, and now there's you. So, you know, you want to pull your own weight, definitely. If you can't do it, you know, it's just one thing. Because don't get me wrong, I'm like a year and like 6 or 7 months in, but there are days that, listen, especially holiday time when it gets really heavy, there are some times where, listen, we've all brung mail back, where we brung back a whole hour. Sometimes it rains and it's been pouring all day. The rain will slow you down, believe it or not. We're gonna get into that part though, but yeah, so that's really it for the move at your own pace. That's number 2. And 3, no micromanagement. Kind of. Yo, what is it with today? I can't talk. Sort of, kind of. It's like you're being micromanaged through the scanner and through the phone if you let them. The crazy part is that you never really know if they're supposed to be calling you or not, because some people like to come up with this myth for real, like, oh, they're not supposed to contact you through your regular cell phone, they're supposed to contact you through the scanner. But it's like sometimes it's just easier for you to pick up the phone, like, hello. I try not to play that whole void game, because especially when you're a CCA. Now, if you're a regular and you choose that you want to have certain people's numbers blocked or whatever, now my days off, I will block everyone. The station, the supervisor, everyone. I will block everyone. But as far as when you're at work, there's really no need, because somehow you're going to get the message, and it just doesn't make sense to avoid certain things. If you could just answer the phone and just get that last hour that they're trying to stick you with, and it's 2-3 o'clock, you're finished your route anyway, you might as well just go ahead and do it instead of sitting around. It's 6-7 o'clock and then they end up sticking it with you anyway, because sometimes it doesn't matter what time it is. Like, I know in the city the thing is they want everybody off the street at 8 o'clock. Yeah, when it's convenient for them, or when they don't want to pay you extra, yeah, of course they want you off the street at 8. But if the work calls for extra hours, then you need the extra hours and the time to do it. Like, don't push yourself. Don't push yourself. To be honest, you see how short that was? I'm going to subtract. Well, we did hop right into the video. It's already 9 minutes and I'm already done with what I like about being a CCA. And to be honest, 2 of those things really didn't even belong on that list, because they were like sort of, kind of. Only thing that really belonged on that list was the freedom, and that's not even freedom. It's so very little. It's so very little. But let's hop into what we all want to hear, okay? The nitty-gritty truth, okay? Which sounds like, some people like to get on here and say, this job, they only talk about the negative. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm here to give you the factuals. I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to sugarcoat, and everyone has their own opinion about this job when they get in here. For those of you who are applying and you're thinking about if this job is for you, listen, I'm just here to give you the nitty gritty. I'm not saying don't apply. The money is good. Your bills are going to get paid. If you have kids, I can imagine this job is great. If you have, not the time part, but the money part. If you have kids, yes, it's amazing. But as far as paying your bills, yes, this job gets your bills paid, puts food on the table, and a lot more. But, is it worth the sacrifice? That's up to you to figure out. I'm just here to, hit you with a little, listen, let me tell you what it really is. But let's hop into this list. I can't even call this 5 things that you know what? I'm going to stop saying hate, because hate is a strong word. But deep down, that's how I really feel. But let me not say hate. 5 things I dislike about being a CCA, and it's not even 5, it's more like 7. And if honestly, by the time I get through with this list, there'll probably be more things that I'm thinking about that I want to add to the list. But here we go. It's really the overtime. That's number 1 on the list. It's really the overtime, because you know what, to be honest, if it really wasn't for the overtime and it was a thing of do your foot route and go home, or do your truck route and just go home, the job wouldn't be so bad. That's not what we're here complaining about. It's not really the job. And to be honest, yes, the stairs are crazy. In some routes, the stairs are a lot, even for just one route. But it's really crazy doing, having a lot of stairs for one route, and then you have to go on another route and do overtime, and the stairs are crazy on that too. There's no reason why I'm 29 and my knees are clicking. You understand what I'm saying? It's really crazy, but that's a whole nother thing. So it's really the overtime and the whole being overworked thing. That's really the big deal about this job. We're really overworked, and that's what it really is. You have management. They want to pretend that they got it all under control. They don't want to ask other stations for help, and the help is, I don't know, I can imagine that the help is there somewhere, I don't know, deep down in the pits of postal hell. The help is there. Whether it's trash or it's good, the help is there. You understand what I'm saying? And we do get help. Now, I'm not saying that I want all CCAs to experience the suffering, the pain and suffering that I have experienced, but it really hurts my heart that me as a CCA early on in my CCA career that when I got sent to another station, I didn't get asked if I wanted to be on a route, on a whole route. I didn't get asked if I was comfortable with anything. I didn't get asked if I was comfortable to drive truck, even though I wasn't. They just put you on it, and you were out of there. You were doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, it's just really crazy that now to watch some of these new CCAs come in and they get really babied, and these supervisors are like, are you okay with doing that? Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? No, we didn't get that. They just threw me out there. Like, but you know, whatever works for them. Whatever works for them. But definitely the overtime. That's number one. Number two, this needs to be a law, okay? A whole law. Everybody's mailbox should be downstairs. Everybody's mailbox should be downstairs. First of all, it just makes more sense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it makes a lot more sense for you to just put the mailbox downstairs. When you go upstairs, let's just say you don't live on the first floor and you live on the second floor, don't you have to pass the first floor anyway to get to the second? Right or right? Right. Why is it that I have to go up every single staircase on this route? And I get it, everybody needs their mail, but okay, I just really think it should be a thing of help me help you. You need your mail, okay, and I'm here to give it to you, but could you make that a little easier? Why are my knees clicking? Yes, I picked the job, but it's a lot. It's really a lot. Number three, having to do everything on the go. That includes eating, the bathroom. What else did you really do on the, listen, everything is on the go. Eating, drinking is on the go. Like, sometimes you're delivering mail and it's 2 o'clock and you're like, oh yeah, I need to make my doctor's appointment. Now you're trying to deliver mail, you're trying to talk to the customer, you're trying to do all of this stuff while you're making a doctor's appointment, and you're like, yeah, hello. It's just, everything on the go is just, especially eating at the most, because I try not to really do that. Like, I'll definitely have lunch before I leave the station. I definitely make sure I do that, because I really don't like that whole, I don't really like that whole eating to go. Like, I'll have a snack, you know, I'll do chips, you know, I carry the little baby food pouches. Don't sleep on those. Those are really fire, and those are a perfect snack. I will definitely get a pouch and eat that on my way to my overtime, or on my way back to the station. I'll have snacks or whatever. But it gets annoying. It's very annoying. Let me see. Number 4, we got, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because this is really like a part of the job description, and you're like, well, if you're tired of doing your job, you're just tired of doing your job. But honestly, as much as I think I hate being a truck driver, that's probably really honestly a lot easier. Like, I would say with being a truck driver, maybe the cons are finding parking. And not even really parking, because this is New York and the parking is so out of line. First of all, we have outdoor dining taking up all the spots, okay? Then we have the hydrant. That was our savior, because there's a hydrant on every block. But now people have got to a point where they're saying, oh, flip the hydrant, I'm gonna park at the hydrant. People are parked at the hydrant, so now it just leaves us at a place of like, so where am I supposed to double park? But that's annoying. But to be honest, I'm really tired of tying out mail. I'm tired. I'm tired of tying out mail, and I'm tired of separating packages. Like, we really need to get like a whole UPS system. Like, there needs to be somebody who gets paid for that too. Like, come in the morning and set up my mail, and then I'll just go deliver it. Like, we really need like a 2-step, well, I guess it is a 3-step. No, a 2-step process. Cool. They scan it. They scan out the, first of all, I have to give out the mail, case the mail, tie the mail out, touch it again, deliver it. And like, come on. No. Somebody need to put that mail together for us, because this is crazy. I'm tired. I'm really tired. Let me see. Number 5, being bounced around to different routes. Like, you see what I'm saying? Now, I have a hold down right now, but I believe after this week, I believe this is my last week on this truck hold down, and baby, when I get back on foot, I'm going to be crying, okay? I'm gonna have to put my knee pads back on, Everything's gonna have to go back on. Like, I'm just so tired of walking and tying out mail and doing these packages. Like, I am so tired. And then on top of that, it's like tying out on different routes, it's all different. So this route might be so much easier for you to tie out, but when you get on this route, the cases, yes, it's only one case, but the houses on the case are like this small, and you're just struggling. I wear glasses. I know y'all like, what? I never have them on, but I wear glasses. So at some points where I'm really like at the case, like, or sometimes you have to back up to see it all. Like, it's a lot. It's really a lot, and I'm tired. I'm really tired. I hate going on different routes. I wish we could all just have a hold down for the whole 2 years of the career. Like, if that was possible. Like, so tired. Here's the big one. Okay, here's the big one. The weather. That's what really determines this. If it was spring or like fall all year round, to be honest, the job would still probably be crazy, even like, because we would still be overworked regardless of the weather, but it probably wouldn't be so bad. It's the sweating. It's the sweating in the summer and the sweating in the winter because you have on too much clothes and you're moving, and it's all around the sweat for me. Like, doesn't matter what season it is, you're sweating, because either way, it's like summer, it's too hot, you're sweating. The winter, you got on too much clothes and you're sweating because you're moving around. Now you got on a coat and a bubble and a vest and the gloves and the scarf and the hat. You're sweating under there. Like, you just really can't get away. And it's like the rain is even worse. Customers are walking up to you asking you why the mail is wet. I'm not gonna even answer. I'm not gonna even go into that, but that's a whole nother thing. Like, for real, why is the mail wet? Is the rain not wet? Is the rain not water? Is water not wet? Like, what part of that? What part of that don't you get? But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, I think I already spoke about this. The overtime and being overworked. You see what I'm saying? I put two of the same things on the list because that's how deep it is. But we have a tagline for that. Okay, we have a tagline for that. Because at some point in time, I just really wish that these supervisors would understand. If God won't do it, what did she say? It just won't get done. Simple. Because sometimes I really just can't do it. And that needs to be a thing. And, oh yeah, y'all, I forgot to mention this. Like, I put a few clips, a few videos or whatever in the beginning of this video. Like, all of these are times where I've ran into, like, I'm gonna say, like, I've ran into issues on the street that I really hate. And to be honest, I don't really think there's many clips of me actually liking anything. So yeah, I believe most of the clips are of the stuff that I've hated, and I'm like, yeah, this is the one. So look out for that. But yeah, I'm telling you, life would be a lot better if they didn't overwork us. I'm telling you, that's really the low down basis of this job. Oh, right. The story time, right? It's really short, guys. It's really short. So, I get up to go to work today, right? Amazon Sunday, right? I was so ready. First of all, we're not supposed to be there till 7:30. First of all, the postmaster doesn't want us to start until 10. Who's starting Amazon Sunday at 10 o'clock? By 10 o'clock, I'm trying to be loaded already and delivery started, and you know, I'm either somewhere eating lunch, getting ready to start, or something, because I'm not starting at 10 o'clock. That's crazy. Now, I get to my station around 7. Now, we're really not supposed to be there till like 7:30, which is understandable because there's one CCA that she comes and she opens the gate. She has the key to open up the gate to let everyone in. So she comes at 7:30. Fine. I got there at 7 o'clock, so, you know, the neighborhood I work in is kind of, you know, I wouldn't call it a family for real, but deep down, it's really like a family. So, especially with us, because we're right around the corner. So, we're in there, we spend our money in there, getting breakfast, You know, it's wild. Sometimes God is in there paying for all the breakfast. And listen, so, you know, we cool. So, you know, it's raining today. As y'all know, I do not have a car. So, you know, once I travel to work, like, that's it. I'm there. So, it was raining today. So, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, you can stand in the store or whatever until they open up the gate or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Mind y'all, I just told y'all that I got there at 7 o'clock. 7:30 finally comes. I'm having mad crazy ass conversation. I'm talking to mad, it's a grandpa, it's two grandpas in the store that's really having story time with me about this job. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I should have vlogged that too. Like, I should have had them be a part of this, but I wasn't even thinking about that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm standing in the store eating my breakfast, really waiting for this girl to come. Now it's 7:30. I go peek out. The gate's still not open. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give her a few more minutes. It's 7:45. Now at this point, I done been here 45 minutes. Still not here. 8 o'clock comes. Still not here. I'm like, oh, okay. So I made the executive decision to go home because at this point it's raining. Okay, I got people circling the block. All right, like it's deserted out here. Like, I'm not gonna be standing on the corner like this is hustle and flow. Like I'm, you know, it's bad enough I'm already being pimped by my job. So now you want me to stand on the corner with a book bag and a postal uniform and look crazy in the P's in Red Hook? Yeah, I'm supposed to do that? Okay, no, it's not what we're doing. So I made the executive decision, like, you know what? I'm gonna go home because this is wild. I'm calling everyone, nobody's answering. I'm like, okay, you know, this is really wild. I'm going home. As soon as I step foot in the door, everybody is calling me back. Oh, did you get in yet? Or did you do this yet? Or did you... How was I supposed to get in? How was I... Did I have a key? Because if I had a key, I would have opened it. And you, as the supervisor, if you were there, someone would have been there for me to get in the gate, right? Right, exactly. And I left it at that. I haven't answered anyone yet. Tomorrow's probably going to be really staticky, but you know what? Like, I've really gotten to a point, like, I am so grateful for this job because it, like I said before, it really pays the bills and it makes a lot of things possible. But I am so up to here with this job that I was just like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm still dressed. I'm still dressed because I'm not even really a nap person. I can't just come back home and take a nap and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, no, I'm up now. What errands am I doing? Are we cleaning the fridge today? Like, what are we doing, you know? So yeah, that's my aggravation for the day. Because this job is full of aggravation. They need to call it United States Postal Service of Aggravation. Add an O and an A on the end of all of this because that's what this is, aggravation. But yeah, it's the end of story time. I told y'all I was short. It was very straight to the point, but it was very short. But yeah, I'm gonna go make me something to eat because I'm starving. Okay, and then the corner store, all they had was wheat bagels. Who eats wheat bagels? Why do y'all have wheat bagels? I'm starving, y'all. That's what it is. I'm really hangry, like that. Like I'm getting mad all over again, and it's dead 3 o'clock, and I should be over it by now, but I'm not. Cause I really got up this morning, really took the train. I did not take an Uber this morning. I really took the train and everything, and that's what I get in return for showing up to work. I get to stand outside like a whore. But that was it with this video. Until the next one, y'all. Be safe. Later, y'all. This remote is really stupid. Like, every time I try to, like... Are you...